when I think about other people that don't have this support system, or maybe they don't have family close by, my heart goes out to them, because they might have to make the choice between not having treatment and not surviving, or not doing without groceries, or not paying their utilities, because fuel is astronomical, and when you have to pick living with cancer or eating, that's a tough decision. So by having the Cancer Center here and having the resources that Mr. Babb and his wonderful staff are providing, and I love the Carrie J. Babb, by the way, that I about fell out when I came in. People will be able to come to Bolivar and just drive a little bit instead of going all the way to Springfield or Kansas City or somewhere else where they couldn't go. This makes it where our friends and neighbors can come and get chemo and get radiation, and they can survive, because without it, I don't know what they would do. I really don't. I found my cancer on January the 1st, 2008, which oddly enough, my mom had ovarian cancer, and we found hers on January the 1st of 1997. So I thought that was kind of a really bizarre coincidence. It was back in 1996, but it's about Christmas time. My mom, she lived in a motorhome. She would travel all over the country, and during the holidays, she would come and park it in my backyard. It was the coolest thing. I got a 15 amp plug and put it in the backyard, and she had her little apartment, and my daughter and I had the house, and she would do whatever she wanted to do, and she'd come in and interact with us, and it was the beauty of all worlds. She wasn't feeling too good after Christmas, and I was like, Mom, what's wrong? And she's like, I don't know, my belly just hurts. And so I worked at GTE at the time. It's now Verizon, but I worked at GTE, and I would go to work, come home from lunch, and check on her, and I'd be like, you're not moving around much. And so I said, let's go to the doctor. And it was New Year's Eve, and she's like, oh, you're young, and go do fun stuff. I was like, Mom, there's nothing more important than you, and what am I going to do? Let's go. It'll be something. How many people do you know go to the emergency room? We'll make fun of the nurses. So she laughed. She thought that was the greatest. They ran a bunch of tests. The next day was New Year's Day, which, odd coincidence, isn't it? And I go up to the hospital, and I'm like, okay, so what did we find out? And they said, your mom has cancer. She has a mass, and we need to remove it. Okay, well, my mother was the first person that I knew firsthand that had cancer. I mean, I'd seen people at work that had had it before, even a lady that had breast cancer, oddly enough, and I did not know what to do with that. I wanted my mom to be okay. I wanted them to fix it, and I didn't really care how they did it. And that sounds very cavalier and callous, but I just, please fix my mom. She was all I had. My dad was gone. My brother was gone. It was me and Jamie, my daughter, and myself. Let's fix her, and let's go somewhere in her motorhome. Let's go have fun. And that was not going to be the case. That was the summer of 1997, and she stayed with us until May the 11th of 1999. So it was really cold that morning, and I was like, wow, Randy Mudd, it's cold. And I did regular breast exams, but with the holidays, I'd kind of been lax. And anyway, I found it, and I started going to the Cancer Center, let's see, would have been in March. I don't remember the date. I believe it was the 19th of March, in March. And I met Dr. Leo and made a bunch of friends with other cancer patients, and the nurses. Man, the nurses are the best. I thought, here's this fella, and he's healing all these people, and I knew that from talking to other people, that he wasn't born and raised here, that it might be a little bit different for him. So I thought, well, I wanted to welcome him into our culture and our society, so I wanted him to feel more at home. So I went online and learned Russian. Privyet, that's hello. And then I have a friend that's Russian, my friend Debbie Wilson, and she lives in Indiana, and she sent me little babushkas. They're nesting dolls. And I don't know if you've ever seen them, but you take them apart and there's a doll inside a doll inside a doll, and then it comes down to the little tiniest ones, and it is a Russian tradition that they, a person of honor, name your nesting dolls. So I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. So I take my little dolls and I take them to Dr. Leo and I said, would you please name my babies? And he did. He didn't have to do that. I mean, he's a doctor. He is an oncologist. He's brilliant. And he could have said, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I don't have time, but he didn't. He took out time from his day, named my dolls. That will be a part of my family's legacy forever. And the story will go with it forever. I think that's great. Having cancer is scary for anybody. I don't care who it is or how tough they are on the outside. Cancer is scary. But you don't have to be scared when you come here, because there's people that will take you by the hand, but more importantly, they'll take you by the heart, and they will lead you through the process of a cure or caring for you, treatment, whatever it is that not just your body needs, but your heart and your soul needs. You know, if you need somebody to pray with you, or somebody just to be mad, because you know you get angry when you have cancer, because you ask yourself all the questions. Why me? Why my family? Why does this have to happen? And it is the way that it is. We can't change it. So the people here, they know that. They understand it. They see it every day. And they take it personally. They take it with them. Christina and Anna and Nurse Nellie, she's a hoot. Shelley and Tara, the girls that are receptionists, they take it to heart. It is we are very important to them. We're not a number. We're not cattle. We're people. And they know that. They know that we're somebody's mom or grandma or spouse or aunt and uncle, somebody that somebody else loves. And they take that to heart, and they want all of us to be better, to be cured. I would love to go into remission and never have to say that word. I want to change my birthday. It's 4th of July, which is cancer. What a coinky dink that is. And I would change it if I just never had to say the C word again, but I do, and I will. I look forward to talking to people and helping them to be in a better place. I can't be smart like Dr. Leo and the nurses, but I can help them on their journey, because that's really all we're here for, Tamara. We are here to help each other in this journey of life. And so that's what people have to look forward to. When you come here, you will be loved, you will be guided, you will be helped, and hopefully you will be cured.